If you're the CEO of a consumer products company or a computer company and you get accused of the things that the Journal alleges that Steve Wynn has done, maybe you can be fired, but you don't have to worry about some regulatory agency stealing your license or taking your license, excuse me, from the very business that you run and ruining the business model. What is the risk here, and what would happen if indeed that were the case?
Yeah, well, the way we're looking at it, there's three factors that we're looking at that can influence the stock price of Wynn Resorts. One of them is the gaming licenses, which, of course, the regulatory authority boards have the right and are investigating the suitability of Steve Wynn. It is our view that corporate boards would look to exonerate any individual that has potential to negatively impact shareholder value. So we actually think there's a low risk that any of the current existing licenses that Wynn Resorts has gets removed. But other things that we're looking at would be the design quality and the future of that for Wynn Resorts. That's an important differentiator for the company and has been. We do think that there's limited risk there too. But the third thing is the brand reputation and what happens with any potential fallback. And we don't know what the outcome of this.
Dan, this is not one woman. This is many, many, many people. Is there any way Steve Wynn survives this? And if not, what is the succession plan for Wynn Resorts?
Yeah, these are serious allegations. It's not proper for me to comment on exactly what happens. But to your point, there's been a lot of people bringing up the misconduct allegations. If Steve Wynn were to be removed, it is our view that in that situation, the licenses most likely would be kept. But there is a risk to the brand that has his name attached to it, that there is some lower demand. Just as a case use, in our note that we published last night, we had one example. If we discounted our Wynn revenue for this year and next year by 5%, that would reduce our current fair value of $166 by around 5%.
So let me make sure I'm understanding what I think I heard you just say. If Mr. Wynn is booted or voluntarily leaves, the risk to the gaming licenses basically disappears.
Well, I think they maintain the licenses. If the one individual that is being reviewed here for suitability is Steve Wynn, and if that individual is found not to be suitable and is removed, I would believe that the gaming licenses would be intact. As far as the succession plan, the president at Wynn has been there since 2002, and the head of the Macau operations has been there since 2007 when they began operating in the environment. And they do have several executives that are focused on design to maintain the quality of that going forward. So there is a bench, but there is uncertainty there to the succession plan if that were to be the result, and that the company hasn't discussed that. So,
Dan, somebody's watching right now and they own this stock and it's down more than 15% since these allegations broke. What do they do with it?
Yeah, so again, our fair value is 166. Given the uncertainty and the potential what this could do to the reputation of the brand, we would wait for a little bit more of a margin of safety if you don't own it. Somewhere I think around in the 140s would be maybe an area where some of this risk starts to get factored in. If you do own it, I would maybe look at MGM Resorts. That's trading close to our 38.50 fair value, but does have a new casino opening in Macau in the Cotai region, and also could have some potential benefit should there be some demand fallout from Wynn Resorts.
So sell Wynn and buy something else. You get out.
Well, again, I think given the headline risk, there's not enough of a margin of safety at this point to where our fair value is. So yeah, I would say that it would be more toward a sell.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.